Spend the evening with me while I tell you four random things that I've always wanted to talk about. Nobody talks so much about the pressure on newlyweds to get pregnant and start having babies. You just get married, and then the next thing, people are looking at your stomach and trying to figure out if you're already pregnant or not. And then if you're 6 months in, 9 months in, 1 year in, and your stomach is not changing shape, they will begin to ask questions. What's going on? You're not pregnant, is everything okay? I even saw a post recently. A lady had the guts to batch into someone's DM to ask her why she's not yet pregnant. Like, the audacity. What business of yours is it if a couple decides to be child free or not? If they decide to have children immediately after wedding or not? Why don't you face your life and leave people alone? I'm a chubby girl. Some people don't agree with the fact that I call myself chubby, but I wouldn't call myself slim because I don't look anything like a slim person. I'm a chubby girl, and you know that chubby ladies, plus size ladies, are known for the signature fuba. Most of the plus size ladies you'd see, and also chubby girls, you would see that their stomach isn't flat. You cannot expect someone who is on the big side to have a flat stomach. So of course my stomach isn't flat, and that is how my stomach has been for the past 4 years. So I don't know how it became an issue just after I got married, and everybody looks at me and then they think that, oh, you're pregnant, and maybe when I fall sick or something, every little thing, you're pregnant, and then they assume that you are happy with it. They mean well, they are wishing you well and all that. I get it might be coming from a good place, but then we don't need these wishes. Honestly, it feels like mounting pressure on people, and you don't even know if they are ready mentally, emotionally, financially, in every way. You don't know if they are ready for a baby yet, and you don't even know if they are trying and it's just not working. You're going to be saying things that are triggering, annoying, and painful, and then you hide under the guise of wishing them well and meaning well for them. You don't have to do that to newlyweds. Keep your wishes, keep your intentions to yourself, and fix your own life. Leave people alone, because every little thing, you're pregnant. And some people even had the guts to tell me that I married my husband because I was pregnant for him. Like, I got pregnant out of wedlock, and then not to have a baby out of wedlock, or just to hide my shame, I had to marry him and all that. And I don't get it. I have seen like two comments like that on my social media, and then some people also say it in essays and all that. So I don't know what makes you think that a young girl cannot just decide that, oh, I want to get married because maybe she has found somebody that she really connects with. So you feel that every young girl who is getting married must be pregnant. But please, I beg you, on behalf of other newlyweds and myself, keep those thoughts, keep those comments to yourself. Because one day we're going to get tired of being the bigger person, and then we're going to come down to your level and return the energy. So please keep it to yourself. Don't say that to anybody. Oh, you're not pregnant yet. Oh, if somebody mentions to you that she's not feeling too well, oh, it's pregnancy. Oh, you're pregnant, and all that. You might mean well for the person, but then you don't know what that person is dealing with. So please, just keep it to yourself. I know I never mentioned this anywhere on social media since I got married, but then the number of people who reached out to me to say, why did you start living with your husband immediately after your child? Why didn't you wait till after your wedding? Or don't you plan to have a wedding and all that? Who made it a rule that you must wed in church before you can start living with your husband? Of course, I know that as Christians, it's ideal for us to wed in church first before you consummate your marriage. But then what if you're not ready for the church wedding, maybe ready financially or mentally, emotionally, or whatever it takes to plan a church wedding? What if you're just not ready for it? What if things did not work as planned, and then you just have to move in with your husband and do the wedding later? And moving in, I mean, is not cohabitation. You're not cohabiting with this guy. He has married you traditionally. He has paid your dowry. He has met your people and fulfilled everything on the marriage list. He has done everything that should be done traditionally. And what else is there to be done? You become his wife automatically on the day that your dowry is paid, on the day that your bride price is paid. So if he decides that he does not want a church wedding or a civil wedding or any other kind of wedding, that the only thing he wants to do is traditional marriage, does it mean that you would not follow your husband home? You'd keep waiting until he changes his mind and said, okay, let's go to church. So if he says he does not want to do church wedding, what would then happen? you will decide that you're not doing the marriage again because there's no church. So even friends, like friends were reaching out to me and asking funny questions, and you could tell that they were judging me silently. You know, when somebody is asking you a question genuinely just because they're interested in knowing why you decided to do a particular thing, the motive, the thoughts behind that. And when somebody is asking you a question just for, in Igbo land, we call it ajuju asher. Like, you're asking me this question because you want to use it to gossip, or you just want to do amicable. Because why are you asking me in that manner? In a very judgmental manner. I did not cohabit. I did not do anything that has never been done. What I did is not an abomination. So why is it that I moved in with my husband after my child, and then people are talking and asking questions? Why didn't you wait till after the wedding? Why did you move in? Is that your church doctrine? Is that your tradition? My tradition demands that on the day that your bride price is paid, you have the right to move in with your husband. If you decide to stay back, it's your choice, but you have every right to move in if you want to move in. And I decided to move in, and then we plan our wedding together because I wanted us to plan our wedding together. I wanted to be physically present during the entire process of wedding planning. And so that's exactly what I did, and I'm happy with my choice and my decision. So please don't judge other couples that you might find who are also doing the same thing. They did their child and then they want to do their wedding a month later, 2 months later, 5 months later, even 1 year later, and then they want to start living together as they are planning their wedding. It's not a taboo, it's not evil. So allow them. Let them be. You don't know why they decided to do it that way. So let them be. Can we finally talk about the pressure to have your life figured out before 25, or at most at 25? I see a lot of posts on social media, especially on TikTok, with a lot of young people feeling like they are late in life. And then when you check out their pages to find out probably maybe how old they are or something, you see that these people are, some of them are even 19, 20, 18, 22. And then you're killing yourself. Oh, I've not made this amount of money. Oh, I feel like I'm stuck. I don't have any skill. I don't have. That should be a motivation, of course. You should be motivated. You should want more from life. But you feeling depressed that it's not working yet for you, you're not hitting your targets yet, you've not attained a particular level of growth yet, that's not what you should be doing. That's not what it should be. Because you still have time. And I'm not saying this for you to go and relax. No, you're not supposed to be relaxed, but you're also not supposed to be beating yourself up. At 25, you still have your entire life ahead of you. So there's still a lot that you can do with your time. So you worrying that, oh, I'm worried my mates are doing this, most of my age mates are this, most of my mates, my schoolmates, my classmates and all, they are married. Some of them have bought cars. Some of them are still single, but they're making lots of money. They're traveling the world and, stuff like that. I have thoughts like this sometimes. Of course, that's what makes us human. But what you shouldn't do is let it pressure you. Don't let it put you under unnecessary pressure. You now start thinking of things to do to make sure that you get to a particular level, whether it is legitimate or not. When you're under pressure, you don't think straight. You just want to do anything possible to get what you want, and that is where you don't want to be. So make sure that no matter what you feel, or no matter what you think about how much you have achieved at whatever age you are, you don't feel pressured. Rather, you see other people's results and testimonies and you feel motivated. Oh, this girl is doing this, it means I can do it too. Then you look for what to do, maybe a skill to learn or something to do with your time to help you achieve similar results. Another thing I feel that causes this thing is the fact that we give ourselves deadlines all the time. Oh, I must get married before 25. Oh, I must make my first 10 million before 20. Oh, I must do this before. I must buy my mother a car before 30. I must buy my own house or build my own house before 35. I must do this. I must graduate at 18 and stuff like that. Okay, I was like that because I'm someone who really loves early success. Everybody wants to make it on time. I was a very big fan of early success. I wanted early success like mad. And in the early years of my online business and all, I was actually doing well, so well early. At 18, I was already winning writing contests online and making small money from it. at 19, 20, I was selling my courses and ebooks online and making money. I set a goal in 2022 to hit my first 100k in a month, and in about 3 weeks I was able to achieve that goal. I set another one, and just like that, and at some point in 1 week I was even able to hit the 100k goal that I had set for myself. So I started setting bigger goals at a very young age. I've always been the person that, wants it and I want it now. I want it and I want it early. And I always tell God, please, I want to be successful. And even if it's going to take time, it's fine. But I don't want it to come too late. You're in your 70s or 80s, and that is when you're finally making money or something like that. Nobody prays for that. Even though whenever it comes, we are still grateful. But there is a kind of blessing you will get at a certain age, and then you just feel like that blessing is not necessary at all anymore. So you shouldn't even get it anymore. So we pray for early success, but don't put yourself under pressure. Don't box yourself within a particular deadline. It's good to set deadlines, because if you don't have deadlines, you're not going to work hard. But if you set a deadline for yourself, okay, in the next 1 week, I want to make 100 sales online. I want to get my first 50k from doing this business. It's good to set deadlines. I want to hit my first 10 million at 20. I want to do this. I want to do that as per a particular age or time frame. It's very good because it makes you work hard. But when you're not able to hit that target, don't beat yourself up. What you should do is pick yourself up, and then you set a new target and work harder. Try to find out what did not work and what you should start doing to make your goal more achievable. That is just what you should do, instead of beating yourself up and allowing yourself to slip into depression. That is not what you want for yourself. That is not what you should be doing as a young person. You have time. Having time does not mean you should go and sleep. No. But it means that you can give yourself some grace. Be kind to yourself. Everybody's timeline is different. So that the person became a millionaire at 20 does not mean that he must be 20 for you. Yours could be 25. Yours could be 30. The fact that it happened is the most important thing. It does not necessarily matter when it happened. So it does not necessarily matter when you achieved it, but the fact that you still achieved it is what's more important. And I get that, okay, there are some achievements you get later in life and you feel like this is too late for this kind of thing. I get, but then that is not enough reason for you to want to kill yourself. Because at the end of the day, it is still you against the world. So love yourself some more. Be kinder to yourself. Give yourself some grace. You're working hard enough. You're doing your best. Trust God to bless the works of your hands. Set your time frames or your timelines, and if you're not able to still get that thing within the particular timeline that you wanted it, extend it. Oh, I want to graduate. I wanted to graduate from university at 20. With the way I planned my life, I would have finished school at 20, but it did not happen. And here I am. I've graduated from school. I graduated at 22 as against 20. But life did not end. The most important thing is that I've graduated. I can get the certificate at any time. I can go for service. I can do anything with my certificate. I have the certificate that everybody is getting. And that's it. And even if somebody else gets it at 30, he or she still has the certificate, and that's what matters. So be kinder to yourself, because the world is already so mean. You're the only person who can love yourself the way you deserve. This one might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I'm just going to say it, even though I know you may not agree. Well, I don't expect everybody to agree with me. If everybody agrees with me, that means I'm not making sense. I'm being foolish. So some people must disagree and some people would agree. So that's just how life works. But then I'm just going to say it anyway. I honestly think that telling people to dress for their body type is like telling them to hide their fats. Yeah, indirectly telling the person, oh, you're fat, so you should hide it. You shouldn't be showing these fats everywhere. You shouldn't be, proud and displaying this kind of thing everywhere. It's not something to be proud of. It's not something to be showing around. That's my honest, unpopular opinion. So when you see a lady, maybe a plus size lady in a bodycon dress, and then her stomach and all the fatty areas are just popping out and showing through the dress, and then you're like, oh, I think you should learn to dress for your body type. I honestly think that is rude, because you're indirectly telling her you're fat and you shouldn't be wearing things like this. You're fat, so go and wear something that will cover all these things up. And I don't know if that's okay for some of you, but I honestly think that you shouldn't even be telling people how to dress. As long as that does not, the person's dressing does not hurt you in any way. Why are you telling me what to put on my body, what to go to the market and buy for myself, my money, my body, my choices? So why are you the one to decide? Who even made the rules that if you're weighing this and this, or if you're within this type of body type, this is what you should wear? Who made the rules? These are the questions that I always ask. So something is trending and then I want to try it out, and then somebody is telling that I can't because I'm not slim and I won't look pretty in that dress. I think that's insulting. And if you don't see anything wrong with it, then I don't know what to say, but I think you should look at it again, and then maybe, just maybe, you would find something wrong with it. Dress for your body type, dress for your body type. And when you think about it, you see that they are mostly attacking one class of women, and that is chubby ladies. They're trying to box you in, tell you what to put on and what not to put on. They're trying to shame you because you're not on the slim side, because you're on the big side. And you forget that everybody cannot have one body size or one body type. Who even defined these things? Everybody's beauty standard is the slim, tall, fair lady. What about the chubby ones? What about the short ones? What about the dark ones? Who made these rules? Who sets the standard? Who said that chubby ladies must wear flared dresses because their foba isn't attractive? Who made these rules? Until we start asking these questions and thinking about them deeply, we can't find answers, and we're going to continue to tolerate cyberbullying in the name of this is the right thing you should do, dress for your body type and all that. We're going to continue to tolerate body shaming and pretending that there is absolutely nothing wrong with body shaming a person because you feel that they are just not attractive enough. We need to start asking the right questions and trying to provide answers in order to protect everybody's interest. Anyway, my corn and pear are ready, and I'm inviting you to come and join me. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one. Bye.